everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be opening my first Play Booster box of the Marvel Superhero set. I'm still not going to do any pricing. I know a lot of the cards are pretty low, but I think some of the cards are still a little high, so I'm going to wait to do pricing until my next video, since the set just came out on last Friday, so yeah. I looked at a few of the prices before doing this just to have a little idea of what is still decent right now and what isn't. So, gotta be honest, there's not much in this set besides the bonus sheet. Forgot about that, but you're only usually gonna get about one in every 24 packs. So you're probably only gonna get one bonus sheet card per box. So I'm not really. I don't think there'll be much value in these boxes because, like I said, I was looking at the price and there's not much besides like the Mind Stone and a few other mythics. There's not many rares that are worth something besides some of the borderless versions. Don't really expect to get many of those in Play Boosters, so. But yeah, do have 2 more Play Booster boxes to open. Got our first rare, we got Vision Quest. And then just a foil common. Yeah, I got them just so that I could have, more of the cards from the set. I didn't really buy Play Boosters expecting to make any money back, and I don't even think collector boxes are really worth it for this set, not at the price that they are right now. You honestly have to pull just the big hits like the Infinity Stone in the set. But yeah. We got the Scene, Take Up the Shield, which we got plenty of those from the collector box I opened, which I would say my collector box was pretty decent. We got the Human Torch. That was the only Scene card that I didn't have for the Fantastic Four one, so that's pretty cool. We got Cloak and Dagger Entwined. It's a rare. Yeah, it had the classic comic Doom card, which is like the second or third best one you can get, with Thanos being the best one. And then it had a few other cool cards. It didn't have anything good from the bonus sheet, but it was still a decent box for what it was. But yeah. Then we got the Blazing Crescendo from the Scene. Don't think there's any uncommons or commons that are that are even worth anything. So we got Agent Phil Coulson. Pretty cool card that gives all your other heroes +1/+1 counters. So definitely feels like a decent card if you're playing white, and you're playing heroes, obviously. We got the Hulk Smash Scene. So it seems like you get a lot of these common Scene cards, so that's cool, I guess. It seems like uncommon scenes as well. We got Madam Hydra, the uncommon Scene. We got our first mythic. We got Captain Marvel, Earth's Protector. Pretty cool, I guess. Like I said, there's not much in this set that's worth anything. Besides the Mind Stone, so. But just opening these just to collect the cards. Feel like that's going to be the case with a lot of these Marvel sets, or if not all the Marvel sets, that the only good cards will be the Infinity Stones and maybe a few other cards from the set. But yeah. We got Worlds Within Worlds, another pretty cool rare. Yeah, I don't even really know what to talk about because, well, I guess I won't have a video next week, but then I will have a video every other week after that. And then until the Hobbit set, because I was looking at the calendar and realized how soon the Hobbit set comes out. So, the Hobbit set will, we got Quicksilver, Brash Blur, pretty cool, rare. Has it to where if he's in your opening hand, you can start with him on the battlefield, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna have it to where I'll have a video all the way up until the week before the Hobbit set, the pre-release happens. So I won't have a video the week of the pre-release, but I will hopefully have a collector box video that next week. And but I'll have a video for each Marvel until that week. So, and then that week before the pre-release week, I will talk about like spoilers and stuff for the Hobbit set. We got the Ruinous Wrecking Crew and Secret Invasion, pretty cool, rare. Has it towards an enchant aura, and then when it enters, you exile a target creature other than the enchanted creature until it leaves. The aura leaves, and then the enchanted creature becomes a copy of it, of what you have exiled under the enchantment or the aura. So I think that's pretty cool. Did have fun playing this set and the pre-release that I went to. I didn't do too good. I went 1-1-1, but yeah, still fun. Didn't get anything crazy good, but we got Ironheart, Clever Champion, it's a rare. Borderless Forest. Some of the good bonus sheet cards, they have the their Simulacrum Synthesizer, they have Sword of Fire and Ice, there's the Archangel of Thund, and then I think our rare is the Shield Flying Car. There's Roaming Throne. I don't know why I kept forgetting that one. Then they also have all the that Marvel Secret Lair that they did last year. All those cards got reprinted on the source material, so pretty cool. Hopefully you can get a decent one or get one at all in this. So we got Scientist Supreme of AIM. I think in the Avatar set it was 1 in 24, and I opened like 6 boxes of those and didn't get many cards from the bonus sheet. So there's another Take Up the Shield from the scene. Like I said, I'm gonna expect to get quite a few of those. I guess I also didn't mention, but with all the Fantastic Four uncommons, they can make a kind of infinite combo until you run out of cards in your library, so pretty cool. Got Hawkeye, Master Marksman, so rare. I think he is the only member of the original Avengers that didn't get a mythic version. I don't even think there's a mythic version in the Jumpstart, so yeah. I think every other Avenger got a mythic version, so I got Epic Fight, pretty cool artwork, rare, just a common. Nothing else after that. Yeah, little disappointing only seeing that I have one card up top and haven't put anything else up there, since I haven't really got any rares that I think are really good or that I like. So got Castle Doom, pretty cool. Rare land that makes it to where you can tap it for any color to cast artifact spells. Then you can also sack an artifact to make a 3/3 robot villain. So that's pretty cool. I did play a little bit of this set on Arena. I made a not very good deck with the Daredevil card in this set, the red-white one that makes it to where you can look at the top card of your library. It has Vigilance and Haste, and we got one of the rare lands. We got Hidden Layer. I will put these up top because they seem like they could be pretty decent lands. Don't know if they'll go for much, but then we got a card that I like just because of the artwork, because I think it's really cool holding a battle axe and a rocket launcher in both your hands. We got Ares, God of War. So I'm just gonna put this up top. Not a particularly crazy good card, but I'm gonna put it up top because I like the artwork on it. On Arena, I was playing with the red-white Daredevil that he has Vigilance and Haste, and yeah, you can look at the top card of your library whenever, and when he attacks, you can exile, or when you go into combat, I can't remember. I think it's when he attacks. We got a mythic. We got a card from the source material, which is Widow Making Infiltrator, which is the Dothy Voidwalker. Pretty cool. We got Winter Soldier, Icy Assassin. Then we got another mythic. We got Bruce Banner, one of the pretty cool mythics. It's one of the ones that transforms. So front side, he's a 1-mana 1/1 that has XX, draw X card to activate only as a sorcery, and then for 2 green and 2 red and 2 generic, you can transform him into the Incredible Hulk, which is an 8/8 with reach and trample, and whenever the Incredible Hulk is dealt damage, put a +1/+1 counter on him if he's attacking. If he just dealt damage anytime, you put a +1/+1 counter on him, and then if he's attacking and he took that damage, you untap him, and there's an additional combat phase after this one. So pretty good. Definitely can wipe some people out. But you can cast them for either side, so you can cast them for the Bruce Banner, or you can just cast them straight up for the Incredible Hulk. So pretty cool. Anyway, back to the Daredevil card. Yeah, it has it to where you can exile or reveal the top card of your library and exile it. And if it's a hero card, he gets +2/+1 until end of turn. And even if it's not, or whatever it is, you can still cast that card until the end of your turn. So made a we got another mythic. We got Doctor Doom, pretty cool mythic. I guess I'll read them. 6 mana, 3/3. When he enters, you create 2 3/3 robot villain artifact creature tokens. And then, as long as you have an artifact creature or a plan, he has indestructible. And at the beginning of your end step, you draw a card and lose 1 life. So, pretty decent abilities. But I kind of made a deck that cared about impulse drawing, so like exiling the top card and then being able to play it. Because I added the white and red, one of the white and red Spider-Man cards that was a rare. I can't remember the name. Well, I don't know how to pronounce the name. But I had it to where whenever you attacked with, or when you go to combat, attacking creature gets a +1/+1 counter. And then if a modified creature deals combat damage to a player, you exile the top card and then you can cast it until you end your turn. Got Avengers Under Siege. It's a rare. So yeah, I was trying to just synergize, and then obviously just playing some bad removal because I only wanted to play cards from the Marvel sets. So I'm playing less than ideal removal. But I don't really care. That's just how I build decks. I don't like to go outside of the set that I'm building in. But yeah. And then I also had the interdimensional web watch from Spider-Man as well, allowing me to tap it to add 2 mana to cast cards from exile. Got another mythic, which I think this is the worst mythic in the set as of right now. We got King the Conqueror, 4 mana, 4/5 with flying, and then he has the power up for 8 mana, which if he enters, it'll only be, well, 8 mana in total, so 4 additional mana besides his mana cost. But put a +1/+1 counter on him, and then you take an extra turn after your current turn, and then you can't activate power up abilities, and they do that just so you don't make infinite turns with Kang. So pretty neat card, but yeah, I don't expect him to go up in price too much, but still cool. So I've gotten 4 mythics so far, and we did get a bonus sheet card. Not one of the best ones, but it is still decent, I think. Honestly, don't know how much the Voidwalker goes for. But, yeah. We got another one of the rare lands. We got Training Compound. We got another rare. We got the Sentry, Golden Guardian. Another pretty cool rare that I'm going to put up top because I think it's cool. He has Flying, Vigilance, Indestructible, and he's a 5/5. When he enters, target opponent creates the Void, which is a legendary 5/5 black horror villain creature token with Flying and Indestructible, and when it has to attack each combat. So we got a foil mythic. We got Captain Marvel, Earth Protector, and foil this time. I guess that's cool. Don't really care too much. I guess I didn't read her, but pretty simple text box. She just has Flash, Flying, Lifelink, and you can power up for 7 mana and put a +1/+1 counter and Indestructible counter on her. So guess that can be decent, but doesn't seem like a crazy powerful mythic. But we got Super Scroll, another pretty cool card. 4 mana, 3 black symbols or pips, but he's a 4/5, and he essentially just has abilities for each of the Fantastic Four. So he's got Flying, and then he's a for 2 and a white, you create a 0/4 wall with Defender. For 3 and a green, he gets +4/+4 until end of turn. And then for 4 and a red, deals 4 damage to target creature. And then for 5 and a blue, you draw 4 cards. So a lot of cool abilities. Got another mythic. Got Multiversal Incursion. Pretty cool mythic. That's 7 mana for each non-token creature you control. For each non-token creature you control, create a token that's a copy of it, except it isn't legendary. So a lot of cool things you can do with that, copying all your stuff. And you don't have to worry about the legend rule, so yeah. Seeing a lot of blue and white mythics. But I guess the Bruce Banner is also technically red and green. But still. Excuse me. Got a rare. We got Heroic Feast. Pretty cool. Got another rare. We got Wolverine, Fierce Fighter. In pre-release, I played against somebody that had this, and I'll have to say Storm definitely got killed by him quite a few times of him just entering, because he's a 4 mana 3/5 with haste, and when he enters, he fights up to 1 target creature. And then if damage would be dealt to Wolverine, instead that damage is dealt, but all other damage already dealt to him is healed. So I'm gonna put him up top because it's pretty cool. So essentially, if you don't kill Wolverine in one shot, so if you don't do 5 damage to him at one time, then he'll just keep healing and not die. So, or you just exile him, so, or give him -1/-1 counters. But yeah, if you essentially don't do 5 damage all at one time, it won't kill him. So say you had a 5/5 and block him, then yeah, he'll die. But if you have like 5 1/1s and try to block him, then you'll lose all your 1/1s and he'll be perfectly fine. Got the Mr. Fantastic from the scene. We got Super Soldier Serum in the comic panel artwork. Pretty cool artwork. Put it up top just because of the artwork. No, because it's I don't know. Pretty cool if you're playing a equipment deck, allowing you to just equip all your equipment to one creature if it's attacking, so pretty cool. We'll have to say it's definitely crazy in my opinion having every uncommon up creature be legendary. But we got Dark Fortress, another one of the lands. We got 3 of the lands. We got Constructed Cosmic Cube, another rare from the set. Might be one of the first plans I've got, but essentially plans just get plan counters, and then once they get enough, they do some big ability. So this one, when you draw your second card each turn, you create a 2/1 black villain creature token with menace. Then you put a plan counter on it, and then when the 7th one is put on this, you sacrifice it, and then you get to control your opponent during their next turn. So definitely do some stuff. We got Century, Golden Guardian, this time in foil. Won't put this one up top, but since I already have one up top, but still. Looking a little bit better up here now instead of just one measly mythic. None of these cards I think are too good particularly, but still cool to see. We got the Astonishing Ant-Man. Start rare. I will say though, when I was playing Arena, I went against an opponent that had they were playing the undefeatable Squirrel Girl with Shang-Chi, and yeah, they ended up killing me on turn, or they had infinite squirrels by turn 3 and killed me on turn 4 just by swinging out, because not much I could do with just 3 mana. So got Thunderbolt's Conspiracy, but I mean the opponent didn't have like the perfect start. They went land Mono Elves on turn 1, and then turn 2 they played land and then went Badger Mole Cub into another Badger Mole Cub. So then on their 3rd turn, they just untapped with like a billion mana. They cast what's it called? Nature's Rhythm, and then just tutored up the Enduring Vitality and Shang-Chi. And then they had Squirrel Girl and just made infinite squirrels. So we got the Scarlet Witch, another card that I think is pretty cool. She is 3 mana for a 2/3, and instant sorcery spells you cast with mana value 4 or greater cost X less, where X is your power. So definitely do some pretty powerful things with that. So I'll put her up top. Squirrel Girl is one of the few rares I was talking about that is going for okay amount for the really, or the current price. I guess it's not really pre-sale prices anymore, but still a little early. We got Taskmaster, Mercenary Mimic, pretty cool. Got 2 more packs after this one. So yeah, definitely pretty interesting being able to have infinite squirrels by turn 3, and then if your opponent doesn't have anything on that turn, you just lose. So yeah, we got the Thing, Ben Grimm in the scene artwork. We got the Kingpin of Crime, another cool rare. So almost got the full scene of the Fantastic Four in this box. Only missing the Invisible Woman. Still a chance I might get it. Got the Vision. They're rare. Those pretty cool things. Portal Swamp. This is the last pack. We got our last rare. We got Leader, Supreme Genius. Another pretty cool rare that makes it to where whenever you connive, you instead draw a card and then connive. So you're essentially drawing 2 and then you discard 1. So pretty cool. There's the void token and the squirrel token. So yeah, but not much to say about this box. There was a bonus sheet card, so that's pretty cool. It is just the Dauthi Voidwalker. Like I said, card's decent, I think. Not one of the big hits. We did get 3 of the new rare land cycle, and then got a few cards that I think are pretty cool, either based off of the artwork or just seem like a decent card. Only did get one like comic book or comic panel card, which to be expected. I didn't really expect to get many of the cool artworks. I didn't expect to only get one, but yeah. And then got 6 mythics besides the source material card, none of which are crazy good. The Doom's not terrible, and the Burst Banner is pretty cool, but the rest are just okay. Like I said, it's kind of the Mind Stone, and that's just about the only big value card in the set. There's not much outside of that, especially that you'll get in play booster boxes, unless you get some of the cool versions of cards, which I think you can get in play boosters, but obviously that's not very often that you get cool artworks. So yeah, like I said, I just bought these just to have some more of the cards from the set. Don't really expect to see much value in these boxes, because that's the way that the Marvel set's gonna go. Yeah, so I think I'll skip next week, and then I'll do another play booster box, and then after that week I will open my other collector box. Then yeah, and then the week after that I'll do my last play booster box, and then talk about the Hobbit spoilers that they should have revealed by that point. And then it'll be on to Hobbit, and then Reality Fracture, and that'll be it until next year. Not buying any Star Trek, like I've said before. So anyway, if you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like and subscribing. But other than that, thanks for watching, and hope to see you next time.